Hello drama lovers. Welcome back to Taehyung News. That afternoon, the wind blew softly, carrying the scent of leaves beginning to dry. At a filming location nestled near small hills on the outskirts of the city, Shukai and Songyun had just wrapped up the last scene of the day. The sky dimmed, and time seemed to slow as they walked toward the car waiting at the end of the trail. Nothing was unusual. Nothing felt different from the days before. But little did they know, that ordinary afternoon would turn into a heartbreaking tragedy. They never imagined that the ride home would end like this. And now, millions of hearts around the world hold their breath, waiting for updates on these two beloved stars. According to official reports released that evening, Shukai and Songyun were involved in a serious car accident around 5:45 p.m. local time. Their car collided with another vehicle coming from the opposite direction on a narrow road with a sharp turn. The weather was clear. The road was not slippery. But somehow, everything changed in an instant. The vehicle carrying them overturned after a hard impact. The sound of screeching tires and the crushing of metal echoed through the air, terrifying those still nearby on set. Some crew members ran in panic. Others stood frozen, unable to believe what they had just witnessed. When the door to the car was finally opened, Shukai was still trying to stay conscious. His body was bruised and battered, but what broke hearts was the faint cry he let out, calling Songyun's name over and over again. "Songyun, wake up, please. Songyun." His voice was weak, almost inaudible, but it was enough to bring anyone to tears. An ambulance arrived in less than 10 minutes. The evacuation was carried out with extreme care. Shukai and Songyun were rushed to the nearest hospital under tight security. Emergency treatment was given inside the ambulance. Shukai suffered injuries to his shoulder and left arm. Though he briefly lost consciousness, he was responsive upon arrival at the hospital. Songyun's condition, however, was far more worrying. She remained unconscious and had taken a serious blow to the head. Doctors said she required 24-hour monitoring and needed a series of scans to rule out internal bleeding. As night fell, the atmosphere at the hospital turned heavy with silence. Media outlets began to swarm. Fans stood outside with tense expressions, waiting for any update from behind the tightly shut white doors. Inside, Shukai refused to be moved to the VIP ward until he heard that Songyun had woken up. He waited quietly, an .4 in his hand, eyes empty as he stared at the ICU door. The moment news of the accident broke on social media, the world seemed to freeze for a second. The hashtag #ShukaiTanSongyun instantly topped trending lists in multiple countries. Thousands of comments poured in, filled with prayer, anxiety, and unwavering hope. God, I'm not ready to lose either of them. Songyun's smile is still too warm to fade away now. Shukai, you've always been strong. But you don't have to bear this alone. Some fans created tribute videos with clips of their sweetest moments. Some wrote open letters, reading them aloud during live streams. Others even flew in from overseas, just to leave flowers and handwritten cards that read, "Please come back to us." This was no longer just about two injured celebrities. It was about a connection that had silently grown between them and millions of hearts around the globe. Crew members shared that earlier that day, the atmosphere was full of laughter. Shukai and Songyun had joked around while finishing their final scene. Songyun, known for her playful personality, teased Shukai for looking exhausted. "Still got energy? After filming, let's go get ice cream." "Okay." And Shukai just smiled and replied, "If it's for you, I can do anything." No one knew that would be one of their last light-hearted exchanges before disaster struck. A staff member recalled Shukai opening the car door for Songyun. He adjusted the heater inside so the temperature was just right. A soft song played from the speaker, filling the quiet as they began the drive back. And then, the sound of impact. And silence. Their peers in the entertainment world were shaken. Some halted their shoots out of respect. Fellow actors and actresses wrote heartfelt messages on Instagram and Weibo, expressing just how special Shukai and Songyun's presence had been. The director of their ongoing drama also issued a statement. "Today, we lost two lights on our set. But we believe Those lights will shine again, even brighter.
Filming has been paused.
The set has been closed off. The crew was sent home for rest. Outside the hospital, fans gathered for a silent vigil.
No screaming. No chaos. Just a quiet sea of love and hope.
Though officials initially labeled it a routine traffic accident caused by driver negligence, many fans and media outlets began raising questions. Was there sufficient safety protocol for the actors?
Why was the road not closed off from public traffic? Did the other driver really lose control, or was there more to this story?
Police confirmed that investigations were ongoing. Several CCTV footages had been secured, and the driver of the other vehicle was under intensive questioning. Despite the injuries and the trauma, one thing remains unchanged: hope. Shu Kai, though still recovering, reportedly insisted on walking to the ICU to see Songyun.
He stood silently behind the glass, staring inside.
Nurses said he said nothing. He just held his chest, as if the pain wasn't in his wounds, but in his heart. Inside the ICU, Songyun still fights.
Machines surround her, but her heartbeat remains steady.
Occasionally, her fingers twitch, faint signs that maybe, just maybe, she hears the voices calling her back.
This tragedy isn't just a headline. It's a wake-up call.
Behind the glowing screens of fairytale dramas are real people, breathing, hurting, fighting.
Shu Kai and Songyun have long been a light to many.
They've brought joy, comfort, and sincerity to screens and to lives. Now, they are hurting. But we believe they will heal. They will rise. They will smile again. They will return to us, whether through a new drama or just a quiet post saying, "I'm okay."
But for now, let's pray for them.
Dear drama lovers, what touched your heart the most about this tragedy? What are your hopes for Shu Kai and Songyun moving forward? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this space filled with love and hope. Until the next update, only on Taehyung News.
Take care of your health, and love your idols with all your heart.